Well, this morning, 31-year-old Harlan Fourre remains on life support after consuming tainted illicit drugs on Saturday. His father, Joseph, is now dealing with a parent's worst nightmare. He may lose his son. Joseph is here with us this morning to warn others about the dangerous drugs that are in our province. Joseph, thank you for being here. I'm so sorry for what you are going through. Can you give us an update on Harlan's condition?
Harlan, the results of the MRI yesterday indicated that he had suffered a catastrophic brain injury as a result of not having the heartbeat when the paramedics found him, and took him about 45 minutes to regain a heartbeat. So during that time, his brain was severely damaged. We are looking at an end-of-life situation. We made the decision as a family, in the spirit of my son, who would give the shirt off his back for anybody, loved helping people, that we committed him to organ donation. So he was flown from Brandon last night to the organ donation unit here at the Health Science Center, and that's where he is now. And we just, going to wait for the day when either they will determine he is brain dead and then take him right into the harvesting of his organs, or on tomorrow we will be removing his breathing apparatus, and then he will pass.
31 years old. He has his whole life ahead of him, and now you're facing this. Can you tell us a bit about Harlan, what he was like?
Harlan was a joy. It was my heart. He would help anybody. He would drop everything to go and help his friend, his family, his sisters, and that's what he was doing that weekend. He went up to the PAW to go help his sister on a job. He was a master roofer. He loved his job. He worked with one company for 10 years. He loved life. He was looking so forward to this summer of finally paying off his car. I'm trying not to allow myself right now to get wrapped up in the emotion of what is happening, because I have some work to do as a father to honor my son. And so he was an exceptional, and reading the comments that I've been getting through social media, that he was one of a kind. Everybody that I've never known, I've gotten to know my son more through the social media, that people have been sending me stories about him and his generosity and his kindness. There was not a malicious bone in this young man's body. He just made a mistake one night, made a bad choice, and went out to go have some fun with his friends, and was given something that was told was one thing, and it was totally another thing, and now he's dead.
What are you being told about what happened that night?
Well, I got the phone call Saturday evening from my daughter, who said that he was taken to the hospital and he overdosed. I phoned the hospital and confirmed that had happened. And as the story got, there was the four of them. Him and his four friends went to an establishment and purchased what they believed to be ecstasy. And all four of them did, lined it up, and at the same time did it all together, and then all four of them dropped at the same time. And by the time they found them, the three were given Narcan. They had heartbeats. My son did not.
One night lives have been irreparably damaged and changed. You're a program support worker in the area of addiction, a recovering heroin addict. Joseph, what do you want to say about recreational drug use, and what do you want parents and users to know about this circumstance and the state of the drug crisis in our province?
For parents, talk to your children. This is a hard conversation to have, but don't shy away from it. Prepare them for what's out there. Prepare them for the dangers. The drug use and recreational drug use is not what it used to be, and drug use is not good in any circumstance. But it's not the same today. We have this fentanyl killer out there that these dealers are mixing with their drugs. So educate them and teach them, how to care and watch out for the things that they do. For our system, they want to establish safe injection sites, and I'm so against that as a recovering addict, because I don't think a safe injection site would help my son. I would like to see our governments move to more mandatory drug treatment, where we make that choice for them, because an addict in full addiction is incapable of making those choices. You may get up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm not going to do it anymore. But by 1 o'clock, you're either on a needle and you're high, because that addiction is so prevalent and drives you. So they're incapable of making those choices. So we do this for people that suffer from mental health. We do this for people that others. So why can't we do this for the suffering addict and have that compassion and understanding?
Joseph, I can't imagine the situation that you're in and the choices that are going to have to be made in the coming days. But I thank you for coming in, for sharing your story, for sharing more about your son's life, and for letting others know that these conversations, while difficult, have to happen. And if we can save more lives and raise awareness, you've done that, and Harlan has done that.
I would just like to thank all the people, over the past few days, and there have been thousands who have reached out to me. Parents who have lost their children the same way, reaching out to me, people I don't know, reaching out to me. I want them to know that those words are very, very well appreciated, and have helped me get through these past few days. And we've still got a little ways to go, and I appreciate that, everything that everybody's done.
Joseph, thank you so much.
If you are in active addiction right now, today could be the day. Today could be the day that you start that lifelong journey. Reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member, call into detox, go to a meeting, do whatever the hell it is you got to do to get that journey started, because it is so much better on the other side. And if you're the loved one of an addict, you've just taken the time to listen to my little commercial here. Maybe take 1 more minute out of your day and text that addict. Let them know they are loved. Use the words, "You are loved." That little glimmer of hope just might be the thing that brings them back.